my gosh, YouTube. Hi, how have you been? I was marinating on YouTube ideas today and I came upon one idea that really got my heartbeat going, got me excited. And it's a little rant about why adulting is a freaking scam. Okay, hear me out. So basically, when you're young, you get to just get free food, everyone thinks you're adorable, you don't have any worries in your life. And then you go to high school and you're like, okay, this is a little harder. I've got term papers. Are term papers in high school? I don't freaking know. I'm old now. But like, you have a bunch of homework and everything, and it's just responsibility after responsibility. But you're still chill. You're like, well, I still like live at home. I get an allowance, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you worked at McDonald's. I don't know your life. But then you get to college. You still got something going for you because you're like, well, I've got some structure to my life. I'm going to classes. Maybe you have a meal card. But the stress is kind of going up a little bit, and you're taking tests that are a lot longer than they used to be, and you're writing papers that are a lot longer than they used to be. And maybe you live off campus. You have to start doing dishes, maybe do your own laundry. But that's not where I have the problem. It's what happens after you graduate. Because in case you didn't know this, actually, you know what? There's some wise words that someone once said, and I just want to quote them now. So no one told you that life is going to be this way. I mean, your job's a joke, you're broke, and your love life's the OA. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. You know, it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, maybe even your year, but yeah, that's pretty much it. The rest of it's like really nice and great, like about friendships. But when you're an adult, friendships, they're more like scheduled. So you're like, oh, I'm busy for the next 3 months. Maybe I can see you around Christmas, maybe summer break. And that's about it, because everyone's busy, but also no one wants to leave the house, but also we want human connection. So it's a fun little mix. Anyway, you get to adulthood and you realize that the college degree that you paid tens of thousands of dollars for is basically useless, because all the high paying jobs you don't need a college degree for. But no one told you that you should learn a trade instead of going to an expensive college. So you went to college. And you know, then there's this whole thing that you should go to an expensive college because it makes it better for you and you're going to get better jobs. But really, if you go to a community college, you're saving a lot more money, and the degree means the same thing because no one cares where you went to school. Honestly, they don't care that you have a degree at all, but you just spent tens of thousands of dollars on it. So you better figure out how to use it. Now, while you're not getting a job, period, remember how you had that major and had all these dreams about using that, you know, degree in a career that you actually wanted? Well, here's the thing about that. That career is not hiring, and if it is, it's a job that you don't want. Sorry, the video cut off because I got a text. I'm very popular. Anyway, so now you have a job. Maybe you got a job. Congrats. And maybe you don't totally hate it. That's amazing. But now you have to pay for your phone bill. You have to pay for Wi-Fi, gas, your car insurance, a car in the first place, rent, food if you like to eat, if you're needy that way. And then maybe you want to get out of the house and maybe see a film sometime. And now I know you can get all movies illegal on the internet, but if you do want to see the light of day sometime, you're going to have a small budget for that. So not only are you drowning in debt, have no time for a social life, and not doing a career you like. The next thing is mental health. What? Mental health? Turns out a lot of people have depression and anxiety. I have general anxiety disorder, which means that not only do I have to stress out about all these things that I can't afford for a degree I didn't need, but I also have to battle the demons inside, which, to be fair, has gotten better because I go to therapy and I'm on medication, which are two things that they don't tell you about in school, because we hide mental health under a pile known as a stigma, which means we don't talk about it. So now you're doing that and you're very poor. But wait, one more thing. Turns out a lot of people have chronic pain, like me, and probably you too, whether it's headaches, migraines, some kind of inflammatory disease, or maybe even arthritis. It's going to affect you. I personally have several things that cause me a lot of pain. Now, what does this mean? Oh, okay. Well, it means that I can't even go a day without pain, even if all I'm doing is sitting and playing Mario Kart on Wii during the day, because my hands start to hurt, my back hurts, I have neck pain, and my shoulders are tense. So that means that even that is difficult. But if you want to see a doctor for any of that, you're going to need insurance. Chances are your job doesn't have a good insurance. But maybe you can get state insurance. That's actually pretty dope. But if you can't, then you're just going to have to deal with the pain, because this is America. Unless you're not watching this in America, then this is wherever you are. And then you have to deal with the existential dread of, are you doing what you were meant to do? Does anything have a purpose? Are you in the right career? The right person? Have the right friends? Do you talk to your mom enough on the phone? Who knows? These are all the questions that you have to answer being an adult. And you can't go to the guidance counselor because there's not a guidance counselor in real life. Okay, so whenever you're like, oh, I need direction, that's usually when I go to my therapist, actually. So like, if you do want a guidance counselor in real life, it's therapist. But ranting aside, guys, I just wanted to make this video because I feel like we're all going through it and yet no one talks about it. Hi, hair. So I just wanted to make this little film saying that we're all struggling and it's all really hard. I just wanted to get this out there because it's something I've been struggling with, and I'm actually going to see if this helps you maybe, because therapy helped me. But what I've learned is that you gotta just stop stressing about where you should be and how crazy life is, and just kind of accept that it's all chaos and we're all making it up as we go along, and there's not something you should be doing. Like, don't look on Instagram and look and see that Carly got an internship at the Library of Congress, or that Chad is a social media influencer who went to a Fortnite convention. Like, it's okay. You're on your own pace. And honestly, if all you ever do is just sit in a dark room and play Xbox for the rest of your life, good for you, because life is a struggle. And honestly, every day is beautiful because you woke up and you're like, you know what? I'm alive. I'm just making it through. So there you go. That's my little rant. But I'd be interested to see if any of you have dealt with this too, because if not, it's going to be super awkward because I thought that everyone was dealing with this. So please tell me you're dealing with this too so I don't lose my mind. Okay, thanks. If you did like this, I guess that's cool. Maybe, subscribe if you think I'm funny, because I do put out videos every single week. It would help me a whole bunch. Subscribe.